Alright, and here we are. Bob's your uncle. Grass in 3 weeks. Okay, this is gonna fix the grass. Look at all the bare spot right here. I gotta fill in. I put the deck here. I normally park the vehicle and the boat here with the tarp, and it created divots in here. So I level it out and I gotta fill it in, and I got like maybe 5 weeks to fill it in. What I'm using here is Scott's Sun and Shade Extreme Temperature Durable Lawn Smart Seed. Plus I got 2 grass seed 5 days quick lawn. Now the quick lawn is normally annual grass, annual bluegrass per pound. And then this is a mixture of different seeds, but the annual seeds don't really come up the next year, but they come up really fast. So I'm gonna mix this together with this in here. I'm gonna put it in a bucket, then I mix both of these in here. So very fast coverage, I get 5 to 14 days, and then this one's a 21 day. So we had coverage in here, but when this is gonna be good this year, but by next year I have some of this. It's about to rain, so that's good for me that it's gonna rain. Hopefully it don't storm on me. But to even your dirt, I use one of these backwards. So I even my dirt like this. I even one of these just backwards, and this is how I get everything even. And then after I even it out with that, you're gonna mix your seed and use your garden weasel to put your seed in. All right, one of the worst things to do is put grass seed on top of dirt and do not mix it in. It has to be mixed into the dirt. For one, it don't fly away. For two, birds are gonna eat part of it. And for three, you have to keep it moist. Let me get this mixed up. It's starting to rain on me. Alright. So we're gonna put the Scots in first and use fresh grass seed. Do not use old grass seed if you got a propagated lawn. I mean, you could throw it down, but if it's not stored in the optimal conditions, it does go bad. Like regular seeds go bad. I keep my regular seeds in this got the water protecting on it. That's why it's blue like that. This got the water protecting shell. That's what I need. Okay. It's raining, and yes, you can still put it down when it rains. As it's raining, I'm gonna get wet, but you gotta you have to work it in the dirt. You have to work it in the dirt, and I'm gonna water it at night. Hey, look at this, got a green protecting on it. That's pretty awesome. 2 really good name brands. These are $5 right here. The other bag was $20, and these were $5 for the smart seed. So now the good thing is one's green and one's blue, so I'll know the mixture in the grass. It's coming down really good. Now I'm supposed to finish this deck. As you see, I didn't finish the deck. I stood in bed today. Wash your hands really good after you do this. And then next you just try to mix it up as best you can, because you want even coverage of the fast and the really good one, because you want the fast grass to fill in while you're awaiting the I should use the bigger bowl. Alright, let me move the spreader. Alright, you guys see it's a wave of blue and green, and that's the area I got to put down, and I needed to come up fast. So in 5 days we're going to be redoing it. I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and then we're going to garden weasel it in with the garden weasel. Now if you don't got a spreader, the easy thing to do is just take your hand and broadcast. Now you take your garden weasel and you just mix up your dirt. I prefer the garden weasel. It does take longer, but if you don't have one of these, I use the back of a rake and just push it around. You don't want the seed all raked up into one area. kind of want it still spread around. You see, but the garden weasel does get it more, looks nicer, uniform. They're not raking it around anywhere. It'll take a lot more energy. Hardest part about growing grass seed, one, raking it in and getting it to stay moist. You have to have it stay moist all the time, sometimes watering it twice a day. You should plant your grass seed in the fall or in the springtime. The summer is the worst time to put your grass seed in because it's the hardest to keep it dry. Another thing is keeping people off your grass seed for till it's propagated, so it's 2 inches tall. Keep people off your grass seed till it's 2 inches tall. Trying to think what else. Either way, follow along, stay tuned. I know you don't see the wave of green, but you see light neon green patches. It's been 5 days. 5 days, and the grass seed is coming up. Look at all that grass seed in 5 days. That's the fast grass. It's coming up all over, filling in the patch. And then in that, I got the Kentucky bluegrass mixed in also. That's gonna come up a little bit later. So everything's overgrowing over there, the little patches. I'm gonna let it grow. And this, I'll probably trim that one time till this gets about 2.5 to 3 inches, and then I'll cut the whole thing and it'll look even. I know I was trying to get the footage of that for you last night, but I'm sorry. But it's daytime now. It filled in a whole lot. Look at that, filled in. It's 10 days of growth. I'm gonna try to put it before and after. So I filled in where all that dirt is right now. I put more mixture of fast growing Pennington bare spot, and I mixed the Kentucky bluegrass again in all the rest of it, and I'm gonna set it and forget it. Now 20 days nobody can walk on that grass. Okay, so I'm like on day 20 with the grass. You see it's filling in really good. What's driving me nuts is this weed that I have in here. This weed right here, this actually is edible. This is a crazy weed that is edible. Don't take my word for it, look it up. And then I'm not pulling it to eat it. I'm pulling it to get it out of my grass, because it does get really big. See? Right there. But this is about day 20 of it filling in. I've been pulling about 100 of these every day. So now that that's filled in, I've been working on the wraparound underneath here. You see the grass is filling in. There's a mound there that I leveled the rest of the backyard with. I got a little low spot right there still. So I'm working on the wraparound right now. The black on there is not burned, it's not charred. That's that rubber, the sprayed on rubber. So I started. This is not going to be a structure frame. This is just a frame to put a skirt around here. Now I have some grass that looks really good. This is where I normally store the boat at and everything, so the grass was terrible. But what I wanted to show you is my conspiracy theory that when you buy grass seed, like I put that 5-day grass seed down mixed it with Kentucky bluegrass. Okay, this is the only area that I got all that weed in there, all them weeds. This is actually an edible weed. You could buy seeds for this. Okay, but look at that. Look at how much is in this area where I planted the new grass seed, vice over my whole yard, that you could see that this is not where the weed was spread from. So why would the seed manufacturers, you could buy seeds of this. You could Google image this right now and it'll show you what it is. This is edible. But where I put my new grass seed down, look at the abundance of this is inside of it. It just drives me insane. It's almost like they sell you the grass seed with the weed in it, so you gotta buy the weed killer after you propagate your grass. So this is about 20 days with my grass seed. You know how they say grass grows greener on the other side? You see the bare spots up top, but you come sideways and it's starting to fill in really good. But That's just a little conspiracy theory that I think happens. Alright, and here we are. Bob's your uncle. Grass in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I mixed the Pennington and the Scott's Kentucky bluegrass and the Pennington fast grass. And this is grass in 3 weeks. Now there is weeds in here. I haven't treated for the weeds yet because I got 1 more week before the party. See, I got some stagnant here, but when I've been doing all the work around the house, building everything, this is where I've been standing. So I actually hurt the grass by doing all the work here. So I can spread some more grass seed now. I gotta cut the grass, but look, there's a tomato plant growing in the grass. These are cherry tomatoes from my cherry tomatoes over there. And this is my conspiracy theory about these weeds. These weeds are atrocious. Atrocious. Right here. These are atrocious, and they're all throughout this little patch. Nowhere else, but only where I treated with the seed, okay? So this is the grass in 3 weeks. So I am gonna probably cut it today. I'm gonna get that tomato plant out, get some of these, and then I'll go ahead and cut the grass. And then now, when you maintain it low, then it starts to go wide. But I wanted to get some big roots in this before I cut it. So that grass is like actually about a foot long already. Look at it. But I wanted to get some good roots before I cut it. So here's another one of these. These are all over. That one is just edible, but then the little ones, if you could get them out from the root like that, then these two could be replanted, and then I'm gonna sell these suckers on eBay. Kidding. Either way, wanted to finish the grass video. Subscribe, like, and there you go. Grass in 3 weeks. Didn't even make it to the 4th week with the grass. All these stones, I'm gonna pave the carport area with these stones, and then concrete behind there. All that's chipped off because I did that with the pressure washer to start repainting that. So after this, I have to order the Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2. Oh, I didn't even know it was recording. The Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2, because I use the liquid Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2 in my yard like twice a year. But it'll get a lot of these weeds. It'll lessen them. I'm not saying it's going to get them all out, but don't overdo it, because one of the bad things when people do all the things, they can't wait to fertilize it, and then you'll burn your grass. And if the seed ain't big enough, you're going to burn your grass. So that's why with this right now, I do got the walk behind spreader and all that, but I'm going to use the liquid mixture of Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2 to start lessening this. And I might not even use half a bottle. I might use it maybe half a bottle or a quarter bottle this week, and like a quarter, but just a little bit to get it out, because if you put too much down, you're going to kill the grass, and I don't want to do that. So the Turf Builder Plus 2 is normally what I use it. Also, twice a day. If it's in the summertime, in the morning time when you get up, or around noon, and at nighttime, water, water, water. It's the best thing for your grass right now in the summertime when you're trying to propagate seed, is you got to keep that ground moist. That's a trick. Now over the winter time, right before winter time, I'm going to spread some more Kentucky bluegrass. I spread Kentucky bluegrass throughout my yard. It's just in my mind that when the snow comes, it pushes the Kentucky bluegrass down for next season. All right, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.